We're running short on time, and we have 7 candidates, so we need to move along to closing statements tonight, and we'll begin with you, Ms. Payton.
Oh, thank you. This is probably the last time that I'm going to be running, but I'll leave my website up for anybody who wants to see the solutions that I put up there. And I want our people to think about what is more important to you. Is if you could have all the money in the world, or you could have all the love in the world, which has more value? We have elevated money to a godlike status, and it is just an accounting system. So I urge the people of Vermont to make your decisions to improve the quality of loving in your life, of the brotherhood and sisterhood, because it is the quality of love in a community that gives us spiritual wealth. And we are very spiritually wanting in this country. Peace can be managed just the way we manage war, with appropriate monetary policy. And we can grow and thrive.
Thank you. Closing statement now from Peter Darmonsdale.
I want to touch on 2 things. One is the obit writers for Jim Jeffords left out one of the finest things about him, which was he would never go to a candidates forum unless all the other candidates were invited, from 1980 on. And I remember the big one he blocked was in Rutland, where he said, I won't come because you didn't invite everybody else. I think that's a demand we should make on every incumbent who is seeking re-election. You don't go unless everybody's invited. Second thing is violence. The violence to workers, the violence to the planet, the violence that we do to people all over the world. We need to stop spending our resources on that, and we need to reallocate that for the benefit of the planet and for the benefit of everybody who's living on this planet, because everybody is entitled to live. All right? And we need to be able to make sure that everybody...
Thank you. Chris Erickson.
I'm Chris Erickson. If you vote for me, I will do everything I can to stop the F-35 strike fighter jets from being based adjacent to the Burlington Airport in Chittenden County, the largest populated area of Vermont. They are designed to be dual capable of carrying nuclear bombs. They are not safe to be based in a large population citizen area. If one jet crashes in Lake Champlain, that will permanently destroy the drinking water for 1/3 of Vermonters. Again, I'm Chris Erickson. If you vote for me, I will do everything I can to stop a natural gas pipeline from being built underneath Lake Champlain, because natural gas pipelines are in the news year in and year out nationwide for pipe leaks, pipe bursts, and pipe explosions. They will pollute the lake water from which 1/3 of Vermonters draw their drinking water. This has got to stop. Vote for me.
Thank you. Next, Dan Feliciano, Libertarian.
Okay, so I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a veteran. I have 3 young children. I have a lot of skin in the game here in Vermont, and I want to see Vermont succeed and be more prosperous. Quite frankly, I'm disappointed that Governor Shumlin's standing here claiming all these victories when the numbers don't justify it. He keeps talking about the numbers, and then when you challenge him on the numbers, he says, let's not quibble about them. I'm also quite disappointed that Scott Milne is standing here next to me as a Republican candidate and hasn't put forth a platform or plan. I am running as governor because I think we need to stop the single-payer healthcare system and cut costs, healthcare costs, by opening up the marketplace. We need to cut spending. My background is in cutting spending and improving efficiencies in both local and state governments, as well as private industry. We need to cut the property tax, and we need to provide more school choice so that our young families can generate more hope for their children and have a more affordable place to live and choice in their education system. So if you want someone who's going to make sure that Vermont can continue to grow, continue to be more prosperous, and challenge the status quo by making bold statements and bold challenges, I'm the candidate, Dan Feliciano.
Thank you, sir. Next, Bernie Peters.
I'm Bernie Peters again, and I'm asking for your vote on November 4th. I am a candidate that is about as grassroots as you're going to get. I don't have big business behind me. I don't have corporations behind me. I don't have nobody from out of state behind me. because I look at this way. I'm a Vermonter running for the Vermont office for the Vermont people. And when you get money for a candidate that all comes from out of state, how can you say that you're a Vermont candidate? You must be an out of state candidate because it's not Vermont money behind you. It should be Vermont money. We need reform on this. It shouldn't be a money issue. It should be so much for each one. When it's gone, it's gone. I believe that I'm the right candidate because it's time to get back to a working person with common sense, and I'm both.
Thank you. Now to Democrat Peter Shumlin.
It's been a huge privilege to serve as governor for the past 4 years, and I'm asking your vote for 2 more years. Listen, we've made some great progress, as has been outlined tonight. We have more work to do. I ran for governor originally because I love this state more than anywhere else, and I want to make this state a place where more young people can succeed, where we can grow jobs, economic opportunity, and preserve our quality of life. We're going to wake up on November 5th, and one of the 7 of us is going to be governor. This is an important election. Who your leader is makes a huge difference for Vermont. I'm asking for your vote so that we can continue the good work that we've begun, because we've got more work to do, and I hope that you will give me your support. Thank you for this privilege.
Thank you. And our final closing statement will be from Scott Milne.
Stewart, Vermont Public Broadcasting, thank you, fellow candidates. I want to thank everybody for what's been, I think, a traditional good Vermont campaign where we're talking about issues and positive things. Also, shout out to the audience. It's great to see young people engaged. I've been engaged in watching Vermont politics since I was very young. I want to do a shout out to my mom, Marion Milne, who died about a month and a half ago. 1994, 20 years ago, my mom was running for the state legislature for the first time in Orange County. Was really handicapped as an underdog with a steep hill to climb to even get elected. Her campaign theme, and really I would say the foundation of her legislative career and her life, was, "I'm just naive enough to believe that I can make a difference." My mom ended up winning that race. I think if you know her or learn about her, she did make a difference in her life. What I would ask everybody here and people watching is to join me. Be naive enough to believe that you can make a difference. Look at each of us, decide which one you want to support, get a couple people out to vote with you, and there'll be an election that can go your way.
Thank you, Mr. Milne, and thanks to all of you for being with us tonight. That